Alright, so this is going to be the tactics for Heroic Marrowgar. They're quite simple. This is going to be from the tank perspective. There's going to be two tanks running from the opening door. There's going to be a little rectangle formation. Think about this in your mind. There's two railroad tracks going from the door to the back of the wall, creating a rectangle. Right from here to the boss, back of the room. That's how we're gonna do it. The two tanks are gonna run to the spawning location, turn the boss around completely, and then the off tank will soak damage as the main tank eats damage. Both tanks should use all the armor gear they have for this fight. The off tank is gonna take more damage than the main tank, based on bone slice, but I'm pretty sure the main tank will take just as much as the same amount. I'm not sure which one takes more, but they take about the even amount. The DPS are going to stack underneath the boss on War Main or outside of the X-Fire that drops as your raid is planning on doing the Lich King and Blood Prince Council. You should always have a hunter in your raid, so this means that the hunter should be at the door. Our hunter is mispositioned during this fight, as you can see right there off to the right side, but by the end of the fight, he figures it out and he gets in a good position. Our DPS are standing in fire, as you can see. The healer is standing in fire. So all the DPS should be stacked underneath the boss as the boomkin is. So all the DPS eventually move to where the boomkin is and have proper positioning. But in the meantime, they are still like kind of moronic. The number one focus of the fight for the DPS is going to be the spikes. If you do not kill the bone spikes immediately, they will cause the raid to wipe because the healers will not be able to heal while they're spiked. Tanks will not tank. DPS will not DPS, and things will get problematic really quickly if the spikes are ignored. Do not ignore the bone spikes. As you can see, Bone Storm is going from the furthest target from the player, so the tanks to the hunter, tanks to the hunter. Now, some people are mispositioned, so they're bouncing all over the room like a moron. However, as you can see, now it's going from the tank to the hunter, tank to the hunter. That's exactly how it's supposed to be. It will be the two furthest people. So, right there, the druid is off to the side, messed up the positioning, ruined the thing, but not really. We just recovered by moving slightly off to the side. If the druid was in a better positioning, he would have not been bounced on by Marrowgar. On some servers, Marrowgar will bounce all over the room because it's based on random, and then on other servers, it's based on the furthest distance. So it'll go from the tank to the hunter, tank to the hunter. I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be furthest distance, but it may also be random. If it is random, it's still not problematic at all. So you just stack under the boss. As you can see, they all stack under the boss. Hunter is the furthest away. The tanks are tanking here, and you just DPS the spikes. Kill spikes, focus boss, avoid the fire, and that's it. Stand out of the fire. Number one priority, I need to stress this and like more than enough. DPSing the spikes is number one priority. They have a lot of health in 25 man and they can be very problematic. So 25-man Marrowgar Heroic has some of the best loot in the entire instance. Bryn Troll is really great. Frozen Bone Spike is really great. Some of those items are really good until Heroic Lich King, which can be very difficult for guilds to progress. However, 25-man Heroic Marrowgar is a joke. He is very easy to do. As you can see right here, we're doing this on 10-man. It's also very easy. It's such an easy boss that you guys need to progress early. So make sure that you are able to progress this and you're paying attention to the tactics. This is not as hard as many players make it out to be. You just need to focus on positioning, where people are standing, and how people are healing. If you want to make a group that's going to do anything good in ICC outside of like doing a few bosses, you want to make sure you're doing Heroic Marrowgar. This is competence check 101 right here. This is the pug checker. If you could do Heroic Marrowgar, then you should be able to do the rest of the dungeon or the rest of the instance. But if you can't do Heroic Marrowgar, then you're probably just going to wipe on like more important bosses like Blood Prince Council and Blood Queen, Professor Putricide, Sindragosa. Blood like Heroic Marrowgar is a good first step towards a decent raid group. So yeah, if you like the video, hit that like button, subscribe. I'll catch you all in the next one. Thank you for watching. This might be included in the Ultimate Tactics Guide. If you do, keep watching.